been on camera.
Just to open this very particular wine for you. Only for you. Very particular wine.
It's just bottled 5 minutes ago.
Very cool.
Zero sulfites. Okay, the vintage is 2023. It is a Negro Amaro 100%, very particular wine because I don't use sulfur. And you don't see the sulfur on the label. But you must to put sulfur if the concentration is above 10 milligrams per liter. Very little quantity. And in this case, it is not necessary to put on the label because the quantity is less than the minimum. And Alizé is the name of the artist that paint this label, this female without clothes. Yes, because to see very natural woman like this wine, very natural,
Right.
sulfur, very typical natural wine. No, this artist paint this female with wine, you know. I told you, with wine, yes.
Nice.
She take the wine, she concentrate the wine, depends the concentration, change the color, and she paints with different color, but only from wine. She start with coffee, but now when we met, start to paint with wine, different kind of wine, Negro Amaro or Primitivo, and change the concentration to change the color.
You can taste this wine with the taralli, traditional taralli, but also with this sweet. It is a particularly sweet because it's called the biscotto di Ceglie. Ceglie is a city not far by Torre Santa Susanna, and this is prepared by almond, roasted almond, and also there is jam of grapes inside.
Okay.
This is the zero sulfites line, white, rosé, and red. Negro Amaro, white Negro Amaro, rosé Negro Amaro, and red Negro Amaro. I use this kind of
deep
color. Yeah, very deep. It's very important because the polyphenolic substances that give me the color and the structure are natural antioxidant substances, no? And these natural antioxidant substances increase the shelf life of the wine also without sulfur. I use this particular cork. In this case, the oxygen don't go inside the bottle, and this is very important because if oxygen go inside this, change the color. I have start of oxidation system. No.
So what's that cork made from?
Came from
Made from material.
Plastic.
Just a plastic. Okay.
But the density is very deep to protect the wine from the oxygen. It's born especially for this kind of wine.
Okay.
This cork comes from Belgium. There is a very important farm that make this cork for every war.
Really? Okay.
So you know your traditional cork is porous.
Right.
And there's
That's what-
oxygen
So
going
this totally
in.
seals it versus a cork.
Yeah. Natural is not good for white and rosé. Is good for very long aging red in bottle.
Okay.
Because normally natural cork go a lot of oxygen.
Yeah.
And change cork to cork. Change this rate of oxygen change cork to cork because it's natural.
All right, time to taste, Dale. Right?
3rd November.
Yes.
There is. You remember the exhibition in Castello Monaci when you went?
Yes.
This year, 30 November. We asked me if it's possible to go. No, I will not.
You won't go this
No, because I must go with Valentina in Romania.
Yeah,
to be
Romania,
sure.
same thing last year, right? But you stayed to go to the thing, and
Yeah,
she went
yeah,
to Romania. Cherry, right?
Oh, a lot of cherry, yeah.
Very, very deep color.
No, without.
No, without.
If you test, it's not sweet, not soft. Because if you have some yeast inside, it's
Yes.
dangerous for the wine.
Yes.
Because you have not sulfur
Yes.
and only one yeast is possible to start fermentation in the bottle. It's very dangerous.
What do you mean by dangerous?
Dangerous means if yeast use residual sugar, start to fermentation, and you have a fermentation inside the bottle.
Okay.
And when you open, yeah,
Got
the
it.
wine go away.
Got it.
But of course, the wine changes.
Yeah.
Not good. Different is if you want to add the alcoholic fermentation inside the bottle, like this.
Porcelante.
Yes. In this case, I put the yeast inside.
Yep.
Start with the basic wine without sulfur, and later I put in bottle this kind of wine, and I put yeast for second fermentation. In this case, this is metodo classico, no? Like Champenoise method.
Yep.
First fermentation and second fermentation in the bottle, and the carbonic that the fermentation produced during the alcoholic fermentation remain inside the bottle, stay inside the bottle. And I have a very high pressure, like 5 atmosphere inside this.
Yeah.
Inside this I have around 3 atmosphere.
Okay.
This is not Champenoise method, the method is frizzante, vino
Okay.
frizzante, with the bubbles.
Okay.
But in this case the yeast stay inside the bottle.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's very interesting because when the yeast stay inside the bottle, they give me a lot of monoproteins, polysaccharides, substances that increase the months.
Okay.
Increase the months. If this wine stay 1 year, 2 years, it's better because this yeast give me a lot of substances that increase the months.
Yeah.
In this case, I have the dégorgement when I want, around, in this case, 12 months like this, and later I have the dégorgement, change the cork, and put this.
Okay.
And in this, it's possible to put also MSCR, but in this case no, because this is pas dosé, means without sugar, and extra brut. Extra brut means maximum 4 grams per liter of residual sugar. In this case is normal.
Okay. And for this, so over time, you said you can put this down for about 1 year easily. So the alcohol percentage is changing inside the bottle.
increase, yeah.
So how do you, when you label it, you don't put a...
I know.
Well, you expect it.
Yeah.
After 1 year, what it would be.
I calculate. Because depends.
4.5, it says
Yes.
here.
Depends how many sugar I have
Yeah.
in the when during the alcohol fermentation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also in this case, I know
Yeah.
what is the alcohol by volume.
Yeah. Yeah. By the bricks, when you bring it in the beginning.
You remember? You
Yes.
are very
So when you serve this, do you have to be careful not to have the yeast come out?
careful. Yeah.
Or do you filter it or you just pour it slowly?
No filter. No filter.
If you look at a bottle that has been sitting, it's already
It settles out.
Yeah.
bottom here.
It's clean. It's clean.
Yeah.
In fact, for this reason, I prefer to mix the bottle before to test,
Okay.
because they increase the sensation in the mouth.
Yeah.
I prefer this. I prefer like beer.
No,
There are a lot of beer that have re-fermentation in bottle. A lot.
yeah, and you have to be careful with those because it tastes terrible. It's like, there's a lot of wheat beers that are like that. How long have you done this? 10 years? Been a winemaker?
Me?
Yeah.
No, 15.
15?
15, yeah.
Okay.
I am very old.
I'll tell you what old feels like.
So what do you think of this guy?
I like every one of his wines has been very good.
Yeah.
Yes, this is very particular one. No?
Yeah.
It's not very for the people. But for example, I hate the sulfur, and if I drink a lot of white, I sick.
Yeah.
And I made this wine for me.
You're on a little more? Sure.
Take it.
You take a video.
Yes, it's
All
going.
moment.
It's the whole
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
Posso secco oppure amabile?
Amabile, no, rosso, però fa
Mm.
cioè,
Non
un rosato.
With almonds.
Voglio un
What do
rosato.
you think?
Very good.
3 litri e 5.
No,
You think that the harvest is a bad moment for us, but this moment for us is more bad than harvest, because all winery want to put in bottle now before the Christmas time. They have a lot of order for bottle wine, for bottle before the Christmas, and we must put in bottle a lot. I told you that during this week we put in bottle white and rosé.
Not aspetti and Negramaro Rosé.
Vinicolo Sava is where
Sava for red, you remember?
I want to show you this project. You know this, but Jeff no. This is a project that we started 3 years ago, and give the possibility to adopt a linear of our vineyard.
Okay.
And this is a project that consists in this adoption for 1 year, and every month you can receive all the news about the linear, video, photo, and you receive a box of 6 bottles, of 6 bottles of your linear, and you can taste also the wine in our company.
No, una busta.
This is our project in collaboration with Il Nomade di Vino.
A lot of winery in whole Italy, in
Yes,
Tuscany, in
in
Piedmont.
Tuscany, in special way. But when they visit us, they decided to propose this project to Valentina and me, and we decided to approve, and we started 3 years ago. And many people, foreign people in special way, decided to adopt their linear. Then we put also a label on the linear. This is one label of Italian people, and with the name of the linear, the name of grapes, and the name of adopter, and the date of adoption.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Very nice. Michele
Michele Palamà.
Parma.
1 week you spend 1 day for me. Okay.
Okay.
And we return in
We
Bonacelli.
go all over from Ionian coast to the
we start
Adriatic
putting bottle
to-
also for Bonacelli, because Monacelli
Monacelli. I
finished
wanted
the Chardonnay. You remember Chardonnay?
Yeah.
Vino Way.
Uh-huh.
This Chardonnay Monacelli won Vino Way best white
In Puglia?
In Puglia.
Teo made all the wines. First vintage for this wine. Right?
Yeah.
He's the guy that likes French grapes.
Okay.
So he's got Chardonnay, not
Syrah,
Syrah,
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon,
Bello.
Merlot, all of this stuff. And I asked him, there's good Italian grapes in this land, why you? And he said, no, I want to try, I want to make French wines here. And so Teo made all this thing, and I have a video, the very first tasting of the owner. Unfortunately, it's all in Italian. I need to translate so like English speakers can understand what's going on. But it was the first tasting.
We must put in bottle now the new Chardonnay, the new vintage for him. Also rosé. They sell a lot of this wine, especially in the tractor for wedding.
Wow. That was a fun time.